My manager fired me for dating a customer, then that customer bought the entire restaurant. I'm wiping down tables at closing when Derek, my manager, walks up with this smug look on his face. We need to talk, now. He leads me to his office, and I can already feel something's wrong. He's been acting weird ever since Vanessa started coming in regularly 3 months ago. She's this stunning woman in her early 30s who orders the same thing every time, sits at table 7, and always requests my section. We started talking, then texting, then dating, but I kept it quiet because Derek had this rule about not fraternizing with customers, even though he'd hooked up with at least 4 regulars that I knew about. Derek sits behind his desk and pulls out a folder. I'm letting you go. Effective immediately. My stomach drops. What? Why? He slides photos across the desk. Me and Vanessa at a coffee shop, at the movies, holding hands in the parking lot. You're dating a customer. Against policy. You're done. I stare at the photos, hands shaking. You've been following me? He shrugs. Just protecting the business, but I can see it in his eyes. This isn't about policy. He asked Vanessa out 2 weeks ago, and she turned him down flat. 20 minutes later, I'm in the parking lot with a box of my stuff, completely blindsided. 3 years here, never missed a shift, and now I'm fired because my manager's jealous. Vanessa calls that night, and I tell her what happened. She goes quiet for a long minute. He fired you because of me? Her voice sounds strange, almost angry. Don't worry, I'll handle it, and hangs up. That was weird, but I've got bigger problems. The next 2 weeks are brutal. I apply everywhere, but Derek's been calling around, telling managers I was fired for harassment, lying to make sure I can't work anywhere in town. I'm running out of money fast. Vanessa keeps inviting me to expensive dinners and won't let me see the bill. She drives a Mercedes, lives in a penthouse, but claims she's house sitting. Every time I ask about her job, she changes the subject. I do consulting work is all she says. One night at her place, I see mail on the counter. Vanessa Chen, CEO of Apex Hospitality Group. I Google it while she's in the shower. Apex owns 47 restaurants across 6 states worth over $200 million. My girlfriend is a multimillionaire CEO. When she comes out, I'm staring at my phone. Why didn't you tell me? She sits down, looking guilty. Because guys get weird when they find out. They either want my money or get intimidated and run. I just wanted someone to like me for me. We fight for an hour before she breaks down crying and tells me everything. She inherited her father's restaurant empire 2 years ago. She travels undercover to see how locations really run, not the show they put on for corporate visits. She'd been coming to our restaurant for 3 months watching everything. She saw how Derek harassed female staff, skimmed from the till, hit on customers constantly. She was building a case to fire him, but then we started dating, and she got distracted. I should have done something sooner. I knew he was a creep. The next morning, Vanessa says she's going to fix everything but won't say how. I don't hear from her all day. Then at 6 p.m., my phone explodes with texts from former co-workers. Holy shit, did you see what happened? Derek just got escorted out by security. I call Vanessa, and she answers, sounding satisfied. I may have paid a visit to your old workplace today. Well, my workplace, actually. I bought the restaurant 6 weeks ago. Apex had been negotiating to acquire the restaurant since before we even met. The previous owner wanted to retire, and her company made an offer, but the sale was confidential until paperwork cleared, which took forever. She'd been coming in as a customer to evaluate the location. She never expected to fall for one of the waiters. Now that the sale is final, she's the owner, which means Derek fired an employee without the actual owner's permission. Vanessa walked in that afternoon, introduced herself as the new owner, and terminated Derek immediately for cause: embezzlement, harassment, wrongful termination, hostile work environment. She had 3 months of evidence plus security footage. Derek turned white, tried to argue, then begged when security showed up. She had him escorted out in front of the dinner rush. Then Vanessa tells me the best part. I need a new general manager, someone who knows the staff, knows the customers, knows how things actually run, someone I trust completely. My heart pounds. Are you offering me Derek's job? She laughs. Better than Derek's job? He made $65,000 a year. I'm offering you $85,000 plus profit sharing plus benefits. You start Monday? I'm speechless. 2 weeks ago, I was fired and blacklisted. Now I'm running the place. I accepted immediately. That Monday, I walked in as the new GM, and the entire staff cheered. Half of them had filed complaints against Derek within hours of Vanessa's announcement. Last I heard, Derek's working at a gas station across town and got banned from 3 other restaurants for trying to poach staff. Vanessa and I are still together, and yes, I still request table 7 whenever we go out. Some habits die hard.